How the mind creates reality. This subject of the human mind is described by Britannica as the complex of faculties involved in perceiving, remembering, considering, evaluating, and deciding. That mind is in some sense reflected in such occurrences as sensations, perceptions, emotions, memory, desires, various types of reasoning, motives, choices, traits of personality, and the unconscious. The description seems to cover all aspects of the human mind from studies over generations. However, from my own research from sources and personal perception of reality from my own experiences, I choose to define the mind as the essence of being we are embedded with by nature. The mind is the spiritual essence, is our awareness of being connected directly to the natural life force some schools of thought call the creator. Otherwise, how do you explain where thoughts come from? The mind is located outside the human body abstractedly and determines what is expressed as human earthly reality. One of the highest discoveries in human spiritual development is that thoughts, ideas, desires, and goals make up the human conscious mind. On the other hand, emotions, feelings, believing, and faith make up the subconscious mind. This to me, makes the subconscious mind, that part of our being responsible for creating our realities in life. The point here is that we may be better placed in life if we filter the kinds of thoughts we entertain. This is because those thoughts and desires lead to emotions, disbelieving, and the feelings we impress on the subconscious mind. Whatever is subjectively impressed is physically objectified. The subconscious mind is no respecter of persons. It divinely carries out what is impressed upon her, as in heaven, mind, so it is on earth, reality. This understanding and one's ability to mindfully put this into practice wins the battle in this game of life. Human faith in the successful outcome of his, her desires makes him or her either a creator or a destroyer of his or her realized desires and dreams. Remember, desires give birth to thoughts, thoughts set goals, and goals use the brain to instruct the hand and speech to act. All the aforementioned series of events happen in the conscious mind. The most important part happens beyond the above stated series of events. This hinges on the saying that, as within so without, or as in the root, so on the branches. Here, we are still talking about the subconscious mind. It only recognizes the feelings of the wish fulfilled, which in effect is the act of believing faithfully in the successful realization of the desire or goal, no matter how long it takes. Science has also proven that patients who believe feelingly in their healing get healed of even terminal illnesses predicted through scientific observations. The analogy of the root and branches can be stretched for a better understanding. If we take the trees on our streets, for example, the roots are deep within the soil where no physical eyes can observe their activities. They use the stems to protrude from the soil, giving birth to physical branches. If the natural predetermined nutrients are not sufficient in the soil, it will tell on the poor performance of the branches and leaves. Liken this to our individual desires that we sow in the soils of our minds. Believing faithfully and emotionally in thoughts are the only nutrients that compel the subconscious mind to attract the opportunities that our hands and the gift of speech can work with. One of the hindrances to this understanding can be traced to the human systems imposed on the generality of humanity, the system where one spent his or her entire life looking for what to eat, what to wear and where to live in comfort and peace, and this obligation makes it almost impossible for the person to control his or her mind in a way to use the subconscious mind to the person's advantage. To run away from this failure that has resulted in a world where the poor outnumber the rich. Artificial intelligence was developed to do some of the thinking that is supposed to be exclusive to human beings. To make matters worse, we have the visual media of the present generation distracting many from thinking thoughts that should help them attract the life they truly desire. After all, seeing is believing. They say, it is complicated, but for reasons of not overwhelming the intention here, let us leave that for another time. In conclusion, therefore, let us believe in ourselves. And where positive thoughts of the mind fail, let us then use gratitude, which is the greatest in human states of being, to sustain our confident trust in our desired goals and their realization. Desire a thing, give it thought to develop a plan, follow through with the plan and believe feelingly that it would be successfully realized, and definitely it would be accomplished. This is where we end this short episode on how the mind creates reality, under the Mind Mastery series. If you find value in it, please do not hesitate to like, share, subscribe or follow for more, and use the bell button for notifications. I will be back at the next one. From Mike and Life Goal Solutions, thank you for watching.